Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning, good evening, or whenever you're watching this, Madam Amirah. So my name is Muhammad AZZAROUQ bin ZULKIPLY from MC1104G, and today me and my group, SOFIAH and BUKHARI, we will present about our group report presentation, which is the Korean Wave. Before we begin, so for my part, I will explain about the introduction of Korean Wave and also the business opportunity of Korean Wave. So let's begin. So, what is Korean Wave? Basically, Korean Wave is an entertainment like Korean drama or Korean pop like we used to see, or often as called as Hallyu, which is also mean Korean Wave. It is a collective term that has been used to show the phenomenal growth of the Korean culture, like music, music videos, and also dramas, and even Korean cuisine. Believe it or not, the Korean Wave has spread worldwide. It has been to the United States, the Europe, the Southeast Asia, even in Malaysia itself. So that is a little bit of introduction about Korean Wave. So now let's move on to my next point. So for the next point is business opportunity for Korean Wave in Malaysia. As a matter of fact, for this particular discussion, we are going to discuss on how it affects the socio-economic landscape in Malaysia. Now, I will give the nearest example, which is Blackpink, the South Korean girl group who made an appearance in Malaysia for their concert. So, I will insert a headline from our local newspaper. So, when Blackpink come to Malaysia and make a concert, they really increase their numbers, their profit when they come here. This is where the local organizers or producers steps in. Because when Blackpink come here, they have to rent the stadium, they have to rent the equipment, so the rent money can really increase the socio-economic landscape of Malaysia. Furthermore, even small stalls that have been selling merchandises or selling food outside the stadium could really make a big amount of money and profit to cover the Malaysian economics. So this is where it takes place. When people come to the concert and buy the tickets, buy the food, this is where it steps in to affect the socio-economic landscape of Malaysia. So to wrap it all up a little bit, the business opportunity really matters when Korean Wave enters to the Malaysian society. So that is all for me. I will pass to my friend SOFIAH to continue the rest of the presentation. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Madam Amirah. I am SOFIAH binti HUZAINI and I am from MC1104G. So today I'm going to continue the presentation on the media consumption perspective. So media consumption perspective focuses more on youngsters or teenagers because the category got the highest rank on media consumption towards the K-dramas, movies and so on. In a way, they contributed to the positive effect of the Korean culture and it helps the economy from time to time. There are 3 points that I'm going to talk about in this presentation, which is attractiveness, credibility and also connectedness. So youngsters or teenagers have the tendency to adopt and also apply this culture into their daily basis. The first point that I'm going to talk about is the attractiveness. So the attractiveness is the primary factor for every company to sell their products, which is K-dramas, movies, music and so on. It will also brings a good first perception for the consumers that only prioritize the beauty of a Korean star. So the second point is credibility. Credibility is an images that come from a drama satisfaction, which equivalent to the credibility. So, for example, we have Park Seo-joon. He has been in many dramas, shows, movies, and so on. So that is one of the example for a star who has a good credibility for the consumer to watch his or her movie. So the last point is connectedness. It includes the social identity theory, and for the Malaysians, they easily feel connected with the K-dramas, movie, etc. because it is Asia-oriented, which portrays the siblings' love and also the Oriental culture. So to conclude, media nowadays plays a big role in helping a particular country in gaining an income. So it is considered as an unconscious build-up for the country to strive. So that's all from me. I'm going to pass this presentation to my friend, which is Bukhari. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Mohamad and I will be explaining about the socioculture. So basically, the socioculture is a concept that emphasizes the role of the social and cultural context in human learning. So basically, we know that Hallyu or Korean wave has successfully infiltrated the Malaysian, especially the teenagers. They use media, entertainment as their powerful powers to create a stronghold in Malaysia and focuses on language, traditions, dramas and K-pop. Korean wave or Hallyu has come to Malaysia in both ways, negative or positive. So firstly, I will talk about the positive impact. The positive impact such as K-dramas, K-movies, K-music that give a good influence to the Malaysia, such as their manners, their loyalty, and moreover the kindness of the Korean. So move on to the negative impact. So basically, negative impact that Korean wave brought to Malaysians, such as it can lead to several health issues, such as people tend to watch Korean drama at late night and it can cause us lack of sleep and missing food. Second, K-pop also blamed for a decrease in some teenage academic achievements, such as people tend to search their idol on the internet rather than engaging in with their study group or assignment group. In conclusion, Korean wave had come to Malaysia at both positive and negative. So we hope that in the future, Korean wave can bring a lot of positive influence rather than negative influence. To sum up everything that has been stated, we can say that the Korean wave or Hallyu has become a phenomenon in our world and had a very strong effect on Malaysia's socio-economic landscape. There are three significant impacts on Malaysia's socio-economic landscape, which is first, the media consumption, second, the business opportunity, and lastly, the impact on socio-culture. So first, I will talk about the media consumption. The media consumption consists of television, media, radio, newspaper has brought Malaysia to watch the K-dramas and K-movies through many platforms such as YouTube, Netflix. You can see that in this part, media had played a big role. So next is business opportunity. Since Korean wave had landed in Malaysia, we have discovered a lot of business opportunities, such as the Blackpink concert that we receive a dazzling amount of demand just for a concert ticket. Okay, lastly, the impact on socio-culture. The impact on socio-culture is basically happen among the younger generation, the teenagers, students. They have developed both positive and negative message to give them a good message about the Korean wave or Hallyu. At the end of the day, we can say that the Korean wave is more than just a culture, as they have garnered a huge audience throughout the world. I know loving Korean is right, but we also must love our culture, the Malaysian culture. That is why the Malaysian education is important to develop Malaysian to love our culture more than another culture.